Mother Gothel is going to wreak havoc.
It was doing stuff and things, and the Mother Gothel and everything. And I think maybe the reason we haven't seen this deck more is it's not a very intuitive deck to play. There were a lot of things.
Really hard.
I'll
say that.
It's a lot of thinking.
Oh, okay.
Really hard to
There's
do.
a lot of thinking. Like,
It's hard.
it's hard. It's just hard.
Yeah.
The flinging part of the dingers.
The ping flingers, the damage flingers, the flinger dingers.
Flinger Dingers.
There you
Flinger Dingers.
No, but that.
We're meta now, boys. Hey, friends. Welcome back to the Doghouse. I'm the Goodest boy. Today, we're actually throwing a party, so excuse the mess. What's the occasion, you may ask? Did you not watch the intro? We're partying because Flinger Dingers had a very impressive showing this weekend. We had quite a few people play the deck at two major tournaments over the weekend, Ink Inc. and CCS. We also had a few other people take Flinger Dingers to other smaller tournaments over the weekend and perform. Originally, this video was going to be about my newest list, how to play it, and matchup advice, but I think these players deserve some recognition first. I tried to gather as many people as I could and get their lists, but I was unable to get in contact with a few people. Regardless, we got quite a few people involved, so let's go through them individually. First up, we have Alex Coffee. Now, I don't normally drink coffee, but I'm kind of thirsty now. Anyways, Alex was actually on a stream against Purple Steel in round 9, generating a lot of hype. He wound up defeating his opponent to go 7-3, getting 15th place at a 10K. Top 16 for such a major tournament is a huge deal. The last time I got top 16, it was just on a list of everybody's favorite breeds. Here's his list. A lot of cards are very similar to my own, but we've seen an interesting divulgence of top-end tactics this weekend. Alex used Shark, though has since said that it's too expensive for a do-nothing card. He's also running some Mulan shifts for a big wipeout turn. In fact, his only losses on the weekend were to Blurple lists, which destroy everybody. When asked what changes he would make to the deck, he said he'd remove Shark and add more Goofy, since it's better against Blurple. I also asked, "Can you fling sticks as well as you fling dings?" And he said, "Nothing." He didn't respond. Nobody's ever gonna throw this. Next up, we have our competitors that competed in the CCS tournament. First, we have Tempest Dominum, a real hedgehog.
I think you're the fake hedgehog around here.
She went 6-3 with this list. She decided to do without Shark, but kept Goofy and used Elsa as a top-end threat. With her ability to lock characters down and gain lots of lore doing so, she made it a point to keep her enemies from doing anything in the late game. Though 2 of her losses were to Blurple, which honestly don't count, she still slung those counters the enemy's way and took care of business. Funnily enough, it was her first time playing the deck in paper, which makes her run extra special, so I decided to ask her about her deck. She said she'd likely remove Moana in exchange for something else. When asked about her matchups, she said she did well into aggro, especially Amber Steel and Chernadogs, with Green-Purple being easy enough for her as well. But of course, the hardest matchup was Blurple. Control. She also hates Emerald Chromacon with a passion. Don't cut yourself on the edge there, Shadow. But easily the most important question I asked her was, rawhides or bully sticks? And she said, canine crunchies! I guess hedgehogs and dogs have similar diets. Let's take a look at our other CCS competitor now, Nathan. He's just a guy, not a hedgehog. His list used the 3-drop Bell instead of Prince John and included more expensive cards like Dumbo and Shark. I call this the Sharkumbo. Anyways, he used Shark to get BKU and lose the way back to hand, and Dumbo for additional draw power outside of Hades. While his list may be expensive for some of you out there, he did say the Sharks didn't feel great and were too expensive for a do-nothing card when played. But ultimately, the question I'm sure you're wondering most. What's better? A brand new Chew Toy or a new pack of tennis balls? And he says, Chew Toy every time. So this one's for you, Nathan. Next up, we have 2 competitors that competed in smaller events, but still showed up and cleaned house. First, we have Dickerson, I hardly know her son, who split the top 4 of a win-a-case with his teammates in Washington. Dickerson is running some interesting top-end cards, as he's the first I see running Maleficent with the deck this set. Magic Feather is there to give certain cards the threat of evasive, and against decks like Blurple playing Hades, Maleficent is...
That's a surprise tool that can help us later.
Since Blurple wants to put our stuff in Inkwell, we can use the ramp to play the dragon early and banish big threats, hopefully helping us stabilize against Blurple to make the matchup a little closer. He also wound up using Elsa as a top end to lock board down, though at a 1-of. He's also running Shift Mulan and Dumbo package. After this event, Dickerson said he would make no changes. He's happy with his list, and I admire his confidence. But the most important question: head pats or belly rubs? And like a true champion, he said belly rubs. This one's for you, Dickerson! And lastly, we have this list from some SSG tournament that took top 8. I wasn't able to get in contact with this player, so if you're out there, come find me. I'm always here in the void. Anyways, this list looks very similar to a few others we've showcased, but instead of Shark Combo, we've got Sharkisma. Using Yzma as a draw engine instead of Dumbo might be more cost accessible, but also allows us to dump our hand. With no Hades in the list, it looks like Ega, Library, and Yzma are the primary draw engines outside of Genie. Plenty of damage enablers here as well. And I'm sure if I were to ask this Eric what his favorite flavor of bacon strip was, he'd say bacon, which is why I bought this bag. Just for you, Eric, and only you. Not for me, just for you, but I can't find you, so I guess I'll just take a little bite here. Anyways, I was planning on having this video be a guide on how to play, but with so many players surprising the nation with this deck, I wanted to show off some of the variety we've seen in the archetype. I'll make a guide this set sometime, but I want to see if we can fight Blurple first. But also, I wanted to take this time to say thank you. Thank you to everyone out there that's given the deck a shot, everyone that's favored it on Dreamborn last set, and everyone that's picked it up along the way. This deck was considered meme fringe for a long time, and seeing some results this weekend gave me a level of happiness I can't describe. Anyways, let's get this mess cleaned up. Ah, much better.